Now the Sudan military is bombing a Bible school, and it's not just any Bible school. It's one that was built by Reverend Franklin Graham's aid group, Samaritan's Purse. Reverend Franklin Graham joins us. Nice to see you, sir.
Nice to be with you, Graham.
All right, what happened this week?
On Wednesday afternoon, about 5 o'clock, an Antonov, a Russian-made bomber, flew over and dropped 8 bombs on the Bible school. It was the first day of school. The Bible school was filled with the students and their families. They heard the plane coming, so they suspected what was about to happen, so they ran. And they were able to get away from the buildings as the bombs fell, so no one was killed. And as far as we know, up to this point, no one was hurt. It started fires and things like that, but we don't know what all the destruction was.
We actually have pictures that we can put up on the screen for the viewers to see of these bombed-out buildings. You've been bombed before in the Sudan. This is not the first time.
Not the first time.
Why are they bombing a Bible school?
The government of Sudan has targeted schools, hospitals, which they bombed. One hospital, we had 7 separate occasions, Greta, and people were killed in those bombings. They've targeted UN food drops, where the UN would come in and drop food on a strip, and they'd wait till the people would gather, and then they would bomb the food drops. So this has been part of their policy for a number of years. Greta, it's what we're doing right now. This bombing took place in North Sudan. It didn't take place in the south. This is in South Kordofan State, which is where the Nuba Mountains. This is inside the north, and President Bashir has cordoned this off. There's 700,000 people in this area. Since June, no food has gotten in, has been blockaded. They've been bombing it and shelling it every day since June. And thousands of people have fled south, and we have been taking care of those people that fled south. And where they fled in the south, Greta, they bombed it this summer or this fall when I was there. The refugee camp in the south. So they're going after civilians.
All right. Now, the U.S. government has responded what way? I think you sent a letter to someone in the U.S. government, right? Yes,
Susan Rice, and she responded.
The ambassador.
The ambassador of the UN, also the White House, they issued a statement today as well.
Condemning this.
Yes.
Now, you actually know President Bashir of the Sudan, not South Sudan, but the Sudan.
Yes.
And you've talked to him before about to stop bombing your buildings.
I have. And Greta, I think we have to look at where do we go forward from here. I believe the only thing that we can do is get the United States engaged in this. President Obama, and if I could give him advice, it would bring Bashir and bring Salva Kiir and the 2 governors of the Upper Blue Nile and South Kordofan State, and bring them to Camp David and have a Camp David style meeting and find a way to resolve these differences, because I believe all parties would like to find a way to resolve it.
I don't think people realize is that the number of people this involves. And, we have so much attention on other sort of hot spots in the world, but this has an enormous impact on thousands of people.
It does, Greta. It's huge because the people right now are fleeing into the south. You have a huge refugee problem now going on in the south, in the Blue Nile, and these are states called the Upper Blue Nile and South Kordofan. South Kordofan, again, 700,000, 300,000 are Christians in this area. The other 400,000 are Muslims, but the Christians and the Muslims in this area live in peace together. And the government of Sudan is bombing both the Christians and the Muslims.
Do you think if President Obama sat those people down at Camp David or someplace else, they could actually be worked out and sort of peace achieved?
I think he could. No
what are
question
the odds? How strong?
No, I think it's pretty good, Greta, because they want peace. President Salva Kiir has told me that the United States has to be engaged. President Bashir has told me the same thing. The United States has to be engaged. And we're not engaged in the north. We've got an embassy in the south, but we don't have one in the north. We have an embassy, but we don't have an ambassador.
Well, those pictures are absolutely horrible, bombing out. We oftentimes forget in the United States what it's like to live and what some people live like. Anyway. Franklin, always nice to see you, sir.
Thank you, Greta.